Does he try though?
I try. Number one.
Okay.
He doesn't try. Though.
I guess so.
Yeah. I put attempts.
Trying and Shamsi don't flow well together in a sentence for me.
Stumbling upon though.
Yes.
You know, that's how
It's a
you know.
Champsy trait.
That's how Newton discovered apples. He stumbled upon gravity.
Appall? Was it Appall? Is this how you read it? Appall?
I mean, he was a very smart man, but he wasn't very good at a lot of things. And you'd be surprised.
Oh my
He
god.
failed at marriage, I think.
He was very, very Christian. So he had two things in his life: God and science.
Okay.
And he thought like, marriage kind of messes up both.
Yeah, this is not an element I can add to this big story.
It's a compromise both things.
Yo, that was at a time when they had a lot of free time also.
Yes.
I mean, the man looked at apples for inspiration. Yeah, it goes to show you how bored he was.
Speaking of apples, a few minutes before this podcast, we talked about vitamins, and it reminded me of my failed attempt at being healthy man person.
Oh, are you still not doing that?
I am, but
never
like
doing
a healthy man person is an upgrade to buff person that I am now.
Are you?
Are you though?
Okay, wait.
Are you?
I would
I believe
disagree
so.
with that.
I
In order
believe
for
so.
you to,
I feel like you are building up your muscles to fit into your head.
Probably.
Yo,
This is what I feel like.
it's just a proportions game for you.
Exactly. You're trying to basically make it all work.
Yes, you've heard of farmer strength. This is head strength.
Exactly.
no, but healthy man person is a different category than buff. You know,
Yeah.
like healthy man person is the beginning level of I will go to gym and
So healthy man person.
become
listen,
healthy man.
Healthy man person was like, I'm gonna get into supplements. I'm gonna get into meal prep and what have you.
Almond protein shakes.
Basically.
Yeah.
So
What?
We were talking about
We're
this.
talking cut off his mic. Man.
Silic.
Okay.
So I decided like I'm gonna get my gut health in check. I'm gonna take probiotics and fiber. And here's the thing.
Are you doing a stool transplant?
Let me finish.
Let him finish,
Let
bro.
me finish.
Plants.
Okay.
Let me. This is a very
That's a
stupid.
thing.
This story has a very stupid and very predictable end.
As one expects a story from you, yeah.
So, I bought probiotics
Mm-hmm.
and fiber. I did not know you were not supposed to take it at the same time.
Okay. These are two different things for two different times.
I think.
Adult M&Ms.
I think. I think when I took both, like I think I went into labor.
Okay.
Oh, yo, what happened to your gut?
You started the dance party
Like,
in your
oh.
tum tum.
No,
Like,
bro,
oh,
he
like-
curled up.
Like, something's wrong. This is not how it's supposed to go. It's supposed to make my tum tum go good. This is very much a bad feeling. Yeah.
Have you tried reading up on things before you put them, ingest them generally?
No.
Okay, so you just put things in your
No.
He just puts things in his mouth.
I will
You
die.
walk about your day and you pick up things and you put it in your mouth.
I will die like a man.
خلوه خلاص
بدري.
خلاص.
Tasting things that might
Hey,
kill
welcome
you.
past the Kabsa. It's your boy Adi. What's up? What's poppin'? Episode 211. Hopefully.
It is.
Yeah, there we go. There you go.
Got it right.
Muscle memory. I don't know how it's muscle memory.
Probiotics.
Probiotics.
There we go.
Thank you for joining us. We appreciate you. Shout out to 10,000 listeners. Shout out to 10,000 viewers. Thank God to joining us. Yeah, and so on. Anyway, let's go. Let's get this started. Okay.
He is Turks.
He is. Oh, my bad. I got the
No,
homie
no.
Turks are behind
Kill
me.
him.
I am
My
Shab.
bad. They got Champs right
Hello.
next to me. And listen to boy in the building. We also got Jasmine somewhere in the building. Shout out Jasmine.
Yeah.
Anyway, we were talking about nothing.
What are we talking about?
Tum-tums. And how you make them go good.
Anyway, you guys, where do you guys want to start? There's a lot of things that I'd like to cover today.
How are you, fellas? How are you feeling? I would like to start there. Did you guys have a good
That is a good question.
That is a good question.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, I really want to see where the fuck we're going with this because
Nowhere.
for the last, I don't know, year, I've been asking how y'all doing.
Yeah.
And y'all haven't been doing shit.
Yeah.
So what y'all been doing?
We're full of surprises. You got to keep that in mind.
Yeah.
No, the fuck you're not.
Okay. So nothing new. We can move on.
Anything new with you?
Okay.
Hold up. Anything new with you?
I started playing video games again.
That's fun.
Yes.
Okay.
And
Turks, stop.
wait.
Okay.
Don't encourage
Anything
that.
new with you?
Don't encourage it.
Okay.
It's mating season apparently in Saudi.
Okay.
Okay.
What?
No,
Hold up.
all right, we're gonna stay here.
Okay, well, if you sold for
I
this,
was-
We're gonna stay here.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will ask all of you.
Okay.
How many weddings have you seen on your timeline the past month?
Okay. I agree.
Forget about seeing.
Right.
Went
True.
I've went to no less than 3
to.
in the
Yeah.
past month.
Okay.
It's like I don't get it. Like, why the pickup on this season specifically? And
Because
it's like,
people want to travel during the summer.
Exactly.
And there's one I'm gonna attend in like 10 days or 9 days by
I
now.
already attended 2 in the past
We need
2
to-
weeks.
Yes.
so if you count the weddings I've seen on my timeline, it's basically 1,000 at this point.
Yeah.
That's actually true.
So
It makes complete sense.
This is good.
Wedding
This is
halls
not
are just
good.
making moolah. Did I
Like,
use that right? I don't know if I used that right. Please tell me. if I used that right.
okay.
The amount of fear in that man's voice.
Yo, please. Am I going to get canceled? I don't know.
I apologize to Iran.
No, that's
So
it.
nothing new with you, basically.
I've just
Just
been,
an observation.
I've been seeing the train pass me by and hearing Akbalik for the millionth
Yeah,
time.
دعوة علي هذه صارت مو
So,
بدعوة.
so you're not appreciating other people's happiness. You're just
Like-
thinking about your
like
own sphere.
I
Exactly.
think I
Sounds
think
familiar to you, Shams?
I mean, kind of.
That's your MO. That's literally your MO.
Kind of, yeah.
when I hear that Akbalik, I do
Die
a quick,
inside.
no, I do a quick adjustment or a mental calculation. Is the person saying it to me senior in the listener number 1 family hierarchy?
Okay.
يعني basically خطين ولا نجمة ولا نجمتين
Yeah,
that type of energy.
Are you a made man?
Yeah, basically. So that would dictate my response. Like, inshallah. If he's younger, like, I'd basically say, shut the hell up.
لا يكفي.
My auto response is خلاص.
خلاص.
خلاص. Stop it.
كيفي.
No, but
كيفي.
now you have ideas for potential wedding halls that you might book in the future. You have ideas.
Our
What,
wedding-
you're window shopping? When are you going
No, I'm
to?
telling him, right?
What's happening?
I haven't been to any weddings yet.
you know my family. Our wedding hall is مزرعتنا.
Exactly.
Okay, which is quite cheery, I'm sure.
No, it's not.
It's no, has a lot of trees.
Yes,
I'm positive on that.
الكوشة بنحطها يعني ثيل.
See, innovation.
It's going to be a little calf.
Listen to me,
Go in, say hi to the room. ما عليك.
Anyway, let's stay on this topic for a second. I find it fucking hilarious since you said that
Yes.
about when you say the younger ones coming and telling you, like,
Akbalik.
Akbalik, right? Especially people who are just married for 1 year.
It's interesting because the younger ones are getting married. So like I kind of
Those are the ones you're getting invited to.
I kind of don't blame them. Yani, like, uncle, I am your nephew and I am having kids. Uncle, is something wrong?
Again. Well, again,
Something wrong.
Are you okay up there?
Are you okay?
Are you okay down there?
Are you okay
Shut up.
overall?
I hate you. I knew you were gonna say it. I was waiting for it, and I was hoping you would pass the. You
It's
would
a
pass by.
bipolar joke. Come on, you
but
gotta go.
again, in the hierarchy of your family,
Yes.
there's a reason why the younger ones are getting married.
No, they generally, promote breeding, I think, of the family. Like,
No.
As
they feel
Saudis
like-
do.
As Saudis do.
His
Like,
oldest brother is as old as our parents.
True.
I'd say grandparent. At this point.
There we go. See what I mean? Because there's a reason why they can tell them that. Because do you have any nephews, nieces that are older than you?
Oh, a bunch.
See what I mean? That's why.
I was an uncle when I was a fetus. You wish I'm
Uncle Fetus.
I mean, I'm glad you kept going. They kept that energy going on. Yeah,
He was born in it, literally.
molded by it.
He doesn't understand the happiness of being an uncle because he's been an uncle.
I mean, yeah, it's a nice feeling. I'm just getting used to it right now.
Yeah, you'll grow up it. Trust me.
It's very fresh, yeah, right now.
The optimism.
There's a new category of family that I get to, enjoy and
Number one is
appreciate.
looking at you saying, amateur.
Yeah, true. He
The
doesn't have,
newbie.
yeah.
What is this bush
How many
league
nephews
bullshit?
do you have?
I'm a family white belt, yeah, compared to him.
Like,
mashallah.
you have nephews and nieces in the single digits.
Just listen again, back to the conversation. There's a lot of guys that I know that are married and hate their fucking marriage life. And they go around saying to everybody who's not married, yo, Akbalik. Like, you're not happy, my guy. You should not be talking.
Wait.
You look miserable.
Wait, boy, dude, you're gonna say you're telling me nifaq اجتماعي is a thing?
Oh my God. I was taken aback.
But have the new generation...
I was shooketh by that statement.
Have the new generation not cracked marriage? Haven't they figured it out?
Excuse me?
Or isn't that a thing?
Less people are getting married, bro.
Shamsi.
Statistically.
I feel like the
COVID
people,
phenomenon aside.
Yeah, but I feel
With
like
all-
the
with
people
all due
getting married
respect-
today are much more younger than our age.
With all due respect, Shamsi,
No.
if I had to bet between the world's oldest institution and Gen Z, I'm gonna bet on the institution.
I mean, Disney's got TikTok, yo. You know, there's help out there.
Your excuse is weird, bro.
I'm just saying. Yeah.
No.
They are younger. That's what I'm noticing.
Less
you know?
and less people are getting married, and less people are having kids. Shamsi, you're saying people are getting married young. You're mid 30s. That's when you should be getting married.
No, but I'm saying the people that I'm noticing getting married in, the past period are younger than my age.
Yes,
know?
because you're already mid 30s.
Yeah.
People get married at 28 going upward, bro.
Not yet at mid 30s. Like, but I appreciate your support.
Yeah, appreciate your support.
Though I have to echo one common sentiment.
What's that?
Like 80s babies, they're doing good. 2000s babies, they're doing good. Like the 90s babies, like we got the short end of the stick.
How so?
Like how many people in the 80s are married and living their lives? And
being
2000
a 90s baby is a state of mind. You can be different if you wanted to.
Just
be.
let go of the Nickelodeon.
Like here's the thing. Here's the thing. Like the most I felt seen is when I saw a tweet that said من مشاكل مواليد ال90 جالس أنا لا تجيك دعوة زواج مواليد ال2000 يعني.
That's
like,
exactly my point.
That's the shock. Like you get like
what are you doing?
I am
Again,
unfulfilled.
the glitch was COVID though. The glitch was COVID. A lot of people were like, yo, I need to get the hell out of this motherfucker.
لا بس كوفيد يعني.
And like COVID, people were like, yo, man, I don't want to be around my family all day long.
ختموا الشريط يعني في كوفيد.
No, it's not about that. It's about the wedding expenses.
The savings.
That also helped. Yeah.
Come on, relax.
Protocolات
Okay.
كاملة you can skip.
All right. How many people do you know had another wedding party after COVID restrictions were
I
off?
actually know somebody
none.
that did it recently.
A lot of people have been doing
I
it.
actually know somebody that did it recently, and it felt weird to me. I'm like, did you guys do this like 5 years ago?
That's what I'm
3 years
saying.
ago? Like, and they're like, no,
I don't
really.
know.
No, everyone is doing that. Everyone's like, yo, we missed out on COVID. We want to have fun. And they do it again. So
And see, this is
I don't
how
believe in this.
مجبورا أخاك.
this is how you become a
I'm
wedding.
telling you.
No, this is how you become a wedding hall tycoon. You know?
Wedding hall tycoon.
You know, you need to figure out how to package it, how to sell it. Okay.
Yeah, that's
like,
a new,
did you have the
that's a new
marriages-
PC game. Yeah,
Wedding hall.
you've heard the football manager, wedding hall tycoon.
Like, did you have the wedding experience that you really wanted? Guess what? Half the price. 40% off. It's spring.
What
What are you talking? What are you offering weddings?
I'm just saying.
It's creating an ad on the spot, which is,
No,
which is
I
very
am,
bad.
I,
to be
am,
honest.
I am promoting the national welfare by encouraging people to get married.
How about you encourage yourself to get married?
Oh,
You know, I was,
lead by example.
no,
Exactly.
No, no.
No.
أبدأ في الخير باللي حولي. Okay,
Please, guys, no, wait.
I need to encourage both of y'all to get on that train before I get on there.
Sure.
Yeah. I need to make sure we all make it, guys.
Well, all, including you.
Yeah, بس انتوا أول.
Yeah, this should be fun.
What are you
لا تخافون علي. I can figure it out very easily.
Yeah, he's
Anyway.
basically saying jump off the cliff before me, Andy.
I want to see y'all make it all the way down.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
He means by getting down. I know when Sham's getting married. 2 ways. Either we're all like everybody gets married around him, or
See, that's point A. طمن عليكم.
طمن عليكم,
Yeah.
yes.
The formal
He finds no
aspect,
friends.
yes.
Yeah.
He finds no friends. Once he's too old for the young generation, that's when he's getting married.
Oh, cool.
That's already happening.
We're already at that peak about doing on the cusp. We're on the cusp.
We're in that part of the movie.
Yeah, exactly.
Now the fall off.
Yeah. Now I'm like wondering, what am I doing here? I want to go home and sleep.
I've had that feeling when I was with a group of people who were way younger than I am.
Yeah.
When I felt like, yo, I'm way too old for this. When I referenced Seinfeld and nobody got the reference.
See?
Like, wow, Seinfeld,
Oh,
we've heard about. Like,
oh no.
Like that. Oh, that's
It's not the Big Bang Theory. You need to catch up with the times.
no. I have taste.
Before we get off this topic, I want to say one thing. I've been rewatching How I Met Your Mother,
And it's quite good.
and today's climate,
They
it
were
is
canceled real
fucking
quick.
hilarious.
It wouldn't fly.
It would
would fly.
not
Yeah.
fly, bro. It
very-
was so fucking funny.
Very inappropriate.
Yeah, it was funnier than I saw it the first time. Knowing today's climate,
No, but
and how they are,
it was quite edgy. I had to the first
it was
time.
edgy,
Yeah.
right? But how smart it was, I didn't appreciate it till like later.
Was it Barney? Is it Barney? The
I
guy?
know it's everything.
Yeah.
It's everything.
Like
It's
the,
everyone.
the crazy,
Even Robin. Yeah.
Yes.
the crazy hot scale still holds up. I think.
The theories that the
Yes.
show came up with are like timeless.
Bro, the fact that they kept you going for 8 years just to answer the question. Did they answer the question?
They did answer the question.
Okay.
It was a good answer.
Speaking of answering questions,
I remember the most Shamsi interaction we had. I remember the most.
You remember he was here?
Yeah, I remember the most Shamsi interaction we've had when we discussed the show, and he said, "What's that show? How I Met Your Mother? What's it about?"
oh yeah, wasn't this recent?
Yes.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
Like,
that was
what's it
hilarious.
about?
It might have been a joke.
No.
Might have been. He's not sure.
Mountain tail truckers. what do they do?
It's like it's always sunny in Philadelphia. Bullshit. It's not always sunny in Philadelphia. Like I can tell you that there's
The show is not about Philadelphia. It's the show
sunny
about the
days.
horrible people in Philadelphia.
I'm just saying.
But the title is there.
The sunniness is not,
Yeah, not all shows are supposed to be
true.
true to the title.
Yeah. That's called creative license.
Is it?
All right, okay, we're going off topic.
Khalas, please.
He's saying words.
We're good, yeah.
All right, so what's in the news? The Arab Summit,
Jeddah Summit.
the Jeddah Summit. I mean.
Yes.
Yes.
Everyone
Attended.
كل العرب جينا الحمد لله.
The Arab League Summit?
Yes.
Okay.
Happened in Jeddah. Syria showed up.
Pulled up.
Yeah. They got invited after like their suspension in 2011.
I think this was the first time that all Arab countries were there at the same time.
Since 10
Since-
years ago.
Yeah,
Which is huge.
yeah.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly.
Yeah.
There's some. I have some keynotes from what the crown prince said. I want to read it for you.
Please.
Please do.
It kind of basically summarizes the whole thing. We will not allow our region to become a threat of conflicts. It is enough for us to turn the page on the past and remember the painful years of conflicts that the region experienced. This was beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's another one. I don't know if we have it here or not. When he's talking about we would like to tell our friends in the East and the West that, this region is not the region that you guys used to know. And it's open for talks, it's open for dialogue, and it's open for peace. But having that as a milestone for all of us is very important, because I remember the last time that everybody was so aligned.
True.
Not in the past 20 years. Like you've always had. Yeah,
more than that bad.
You've always
Not,
had.
not since the
issues.
Gulf War.
Yeah. Exactly. 30 years.
There was that golden period in the 90s where everything was chill.
That was like for 8 minutes.
Yeah, but like still, I remember. I remember
minutes.
it. Like post Desert Storm, like everybody
Yes.
was chill, everybody was vibing. The whole thing was like the biggest problem was Israel Palestine, and then it stopped being the biggest problem.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It became all the problems.
Problems exasperated.
Problems
No, but
dominoed.
the region has always been going through some sort of conflict over the past, 50, 60, 70 years, if you go back that far. So
Keep in mind, this was the 32nd, what's the name, Arab Summit.
True.
So the fact that at this point in time, finally we have settled down is important.
Yeah,
just for
like-
the progress that everybody can
the
make together.
the idea, even the specter of like, halas, let's move forward, let's build.
Yeah.
Enough of the conflict. Like let's figure out we have shared interests, shared value, shared history.
I think
we can work together.
to what you're saying, I think the kingdom showing an effort to tell other countries in the region some of the values that they have that they can all come together and work on, whether it was in minerals or in oil or whatever it is. There's a shared interest for all of us. And if all these other countries capitalize on it, we can keep the money flowing in the region, not having to go the same way that Europe's money is basically flowing in Europe.
And create a virtuous cycle, basically, where you end up building infrastructure and using resources that are internally sourced and develop the economies further and further.
All right, next one. Oh, you got more to say? Go ahead.
That's just having that growth that a rising tide lifts all boats. That's the idea here.
The Palestinian issue has been and continues to be the central issue for Arabs and Muslims. It
True.
remains a top priority
Yes.
in the foreign policy of the kingdom. This is for the rumors that's been coming out, because Netanyahu has been begging the U.S. to bring some sort of treaty with the Arab world, especially Saudi.
Yes.
And he was calling it by name. He's like, I think we can find peace with Saudi. And he wanted it so bad. And then the problem is, because there's a lot of haters that we have, they're all using what he says as if there's something going to do. Because I remember,
There's something happening.
I remember a couple of months ago, they went hard. They're like, yo, within 2 weeks, Saudi's going to announce that it's going to sign some sort of treaty with Saudi. And then nothing happened after that, So this is to reaffirm that, if you want to talk Palestine, we're going
On
to
our
talk in the
terms.
same language that's been used for X amount of years. It's going to be the same language for the X amount of coming years in
Yeah.
the future.
It's the same policy.
To put it into perspective, the thing that Netanyahu has been doing for the past few years is basically that random SoundCloud artist like on his story tagging Drake like, yo, me and Drake are homies, yo. Like, he's gonna pimp my mixtape any day now, Randy.
All right, that's good. We are working to assist the Yemeni parties in reaching a comprehensive political solution that ends the Yemeni crisis. I think Yemen is still going to be very tricky. It's going to be tricky for a while, but inshallah.
It has been for the past period, but alhamdulillah, the truce, there's been a truce that's been going on for...
Yeah, but again...
it's been holding.
Yeah, it's been holding, but hopefully it keeps holding. The kingdom, in cooperation with its brothers, friends, and the international community, continues its humanitarian efforts and activates relief channels for Sudan.
Yeah, I've been seeing that on the news as well, like all the packages they've been sending, and obviously the relief missions that they've been conducting, all the people they brought out, is also a testament to how important this is to Saudi.
The thing about Sudan, people think it's a peace treaty. It's not a peace treaty. I think what they agreed on was not allowing foreign interference into the war. Okay, if you two are having differences and you want to go to war, do not allow foreign interference.
Let it not fuel it, basically.
Exactly. Yeah. Don't let someone come tell you, yo, listen, we're going to support you with this. If you guys beat them and then we become friends, don't allow that to happen. Solve your differences internally. Yeah. So I think this is still ongoing, like in Sudan. We reaffirm the kingdom's support for any efforts that contribute to reducing the intensity of the crisis in Ukraine. Zelensky was here.
Recently,
yes,
2 days ago.
Yeah, he was here for the summit.
Yes. Surprise guest.
Yeah, it was a surprise guest.
Technically, technically, I'm just saying
honorary guest.
Honorary.
Something that's surprise guest.
Like, new challenger appears. I'm just saying.
Invited.
Thank you for joining the Arab Summit. One more thing.
Yeah. Exactly. They showed a silhouette of him first.
Like
then he showed up.
You said it like he was like the feature on a track or something.
People knew he was coming.
This is beautiful. Our Arab homeland possesses the civilization and cultural foundations, as well as the human and natural resources that qualify it to occupy an advanced and leading position. That's what we were just talking about a second ago.
Bars.
That's a line right there, bro. That's exactly what we do. We have shared interests, bro. Like
and history,
we can help each other grow.
And all of that,
Let's bring back the trade routes. That's literally what it is.
No. At the end of the day, this culture that we all share together is a basis that we can build on so much. So just the differences that we've had for a long time. I think everybody's just tired of having arguments with other countries.
Again, you have to show value. People are humans, son. They're not going to change. You want me to change my behavior towards you. Where's the value? And if you tell me, listen, if we do this together, we can help revive your city, country, X, whatever it is. And then doing so where you can also help your GDP and we help our GDP, we all win.
True.
So shared common values of things that we can do. Rather than looking abroad for what we're trying to get, how about we just source it locally?
Yeah.
And create jobs for everybody around us.
Exactly.
I think it's amazing.
Yeah, it goes without saying, but like we should re-stress it. Like to those non-Arab listeners listening, this region, like politics aside, like it's such a close and interconnected region from its people, through its history, through its culture, through its traditions, through its values. Like we kind of like sarcastically shit on the concept of Arab solidarity, but like it's there in practice and we see it every single day. Every single person in this room knows somebody who's close to a friend from another Arab nationality who's either related through marriage, like somebody whose mother might be a foreigner or whose father might be a foreigner. We speak the same language, share the same religion a lot of the time. It's there. Like we just have to activate it more, if that makes sense.
And bring it to the forefront. We are pleased today with the presence of President Bashar al-Assad at the summit and the decision of the Arab League regarding the resumption of participation of Syrian government delegations. Now, I remember the agreement that they had was to allow all the people who left Syria to come back without any punishment.
Without any punitive retribution.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Come back, go home, come back to your home. You can come back, you can grow your city again or whatever it is. But that one is very important because you do not ever want to lose your home.
Because you want to rebuild as well. Like all of these, the country itself.
Yeah, but there's value in it. I don't remember the exact story. Number one, you might remember it. But I remember when they first told, I think it was King Abdulaziz, when they told him about the Palestinian-Israeli conflict.
Yes.
And then he was like, the most important thing is for Palestinians to not leave Palestine.
Yes.
I think that was what it was. The idea of that is if you leave your land gets lost. And once it gets lost, you lose everything.
Yeah.
Then you do not have anything anymore. So you must stay there and get in bad for the future of the betterment of the country or the city or
For the next generation.
or next generation or culture, whatever it is. So that one is very important for them to go back. Now, Syria is going to take a minute, and I'm sure they're going to come back and they're going to sit down again and again and again and again. It's going to be a long process trying to figure out how can we fix what happened, how can people move forward, and Allah yastara, hopefully it's a smooth transition. A lot of people are not happy about it. I can't say.
Yeah, we're not Syrian. We can't say.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not Syrian. I cannot talk. I can tell you how we all feel about it, and everybody knows the same way the country feels about it. But try to move toward progress is more important than anything else right now. It's been too long.
And that's I think the key thing to focus on, and people just want to move forward.
Not only that, the problem also, if you guys remember, this is something that we kind of forgot, but we saw when Ukraine happened, how when Syrians were escaping war and how Europe was treating them. And then when the whites were escaping war, how Europe was treating them. So we get to see the whole thing. So why should we see our own brothers and sisters go through that? Let them come back home. And then let's solve the issues that they have back home. You know what I mean? So yeah, that was the Arab Summit basically. The last thing was we welcomed the esteemed guest President Zelensky of Ukraine to the summit, and we hope that our efforts will culminate in success and prosperity. So India has been doing great things with Ukraine, from helping them out, from talking to them, for releasing...
mediating with Russia,
releasing captured people. Well, also with Russia.
And that's also goes back to showcase, our weight on the world stage. People, other countries view us as a respected, mediator in these matters, and because we are.
We that's exactly true. That's exactly where we've been. Anyway, off to new things. Turks have got something, or should I just should I blow your minds today?
SDAIA dropped a couple of
albums.
They dropped a collab with NVIDIA, my guy. There's an NVIDIA collab. They the Center of Excellence of Generative Artificial Intelligence.
Oh, that's awesome.
Okay.
That is something that they announced.
The Center of Excellence
For generative
AI. You know what's generative AI?
So what we're seeing now with ChatGPT,
There you go.
AI
Exactly.
that can
Create.
Yes.
Okay.
It can generate. It cannot create.
Fair.
Yes.
Okay.
You are.
Words matter.
Yes, it's called
that is
generative
very
AI.
Yeah. But in this context, it
Generates.
it generates, which is
It's not creating. Stop it.
fair.
All right.
Creation.
Includes
Okay, so are we saying that creation requires thought and intent?
We're saying let us finish the sentence,
Okay.
and then we can figure it out.
Okay.
It includes an academy for AI.
There you go.
Okay.
They also dropped the beta launch of the Alam app that they have.
Which is
That is the AI app that Saudi is launching now.
nice.
Yeah, it supports English and Arabic.
Okay.
And
So what are the functionalities basically? Does it help me get around? Not get around, for example, but does it help me?
You're getting ahead of yourself.
yeah, how do you
Let him
use,
finish the sentence.
how do you use like any other AI platform, AI chat platform?
Ask it.
Well,
It's
it also
basically
includes,
ChatGPT, but local.
yeah,
That's what it
includes
is.
sources about Saudi history, Saudi.
That's what I was going
everything
for.
that.
It's Saudi specific.
Yes, exactly.
So it teaches me about, let's say, Dir'iyya. It gives me so much more information and detail about Dir'iyya, for example, than ChatGPT.
That's too early. That's too early for you to say that's what it's going to be.
It's still the beta.
Exactly. Let that roll out.
I think some people have access to it. I'm not sure if.
Yeah, definitely. There.
Yeah, I think it's a closed beta. I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
it is.
Knowing Shamsi, he'd probably ask it, hey, علام أحسن مطعم كبدة وين؟
And it would have an answer.
I mean, listen,
It would have a definitive answer. أخيراً.
surprisingly, I've been told about مطعم كبدة جنب بيتنا that apparently is renowned throughout Riyadh. And when I heard about which one it was, I was like, yeah, are you sure? Because I'm
Is that the
sure
one you told us about?
about?
What's his name?
كبدة فهد.
Oh no, it's not the one.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good kibda place, to be honest. Yeah. If I'm
Okay.
going to go to a kibda place, kibda
No,
Fahad.
شوف, I
If it
recognize.
sounds more generic, that's better.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I recognize
yeah.
انه it has a lot of traffic. ويسكر الشارع أحيانا. يعني it has.
So generative AI.
So see, there we go.
What the fuck we're going?
محل كبدة.
محل كبدة. Okay, if this is how we're gonna use it,
No.
we have a problem.
You know how this is how we're going to use it.
I respect and appreciate the fact that SDAIA is taking the lead in establishing
That's
centers of
Definitely.
centers of excellence. Again, it highlights how importantly Saudi is taking, like, generally IT and technology and implementing it, within its functions overall. Partnering with NVIDIA obviously is also something that's going to support that. So an academy is going to be teaching courses on AI.
وزيدك من الشعر بيت برضو.
Okay.
What's happening right now? I think it's supposed to end in 21st of May. So by when this episode
airs.
Generative Artificial Intelligence Accelerator Hackathon is happening.
Yeah, that one. I was going to talk about last week. I totally forgot.
So it's 4 days where like you have a whole
teams
room
basically, building different products. Together.
Exactly.
I love seeing this, honestly.
The guy is on fire right now.
No,
Figuratively.
Figuratively, alhamdulillah. Yeah.
And there's a lot of ways that you can use AI in positive ways that can really impact people on a day-to-day basis. For having that being locally integrated for everybody here to use is something that's obviously going to help us.
And that's just the tip of the iceberg. I mean, think about everything that this is going to kickstart. This is going to feed into in the future.
No, honestly, I think it's supporting what we've been doing for a while in terms of building our tech infrastructure all over the country. In fact, they have coding in schools now. They have hackathons. You have so many different funds and grants for different tech graduates, and this is just another step on that process.
Since we're here, should we just crush the whole AI conversations into one real quick?
Yes. Speaking of AI.
Speaking of AI.
Speaking of generative AI.
Yes. I just want to talk about Google real quick. Right? Google just had their I/O 2023, and I think Google showed off
which is their annual conference.
Yes. So I think
their keynote for any Apple users.
Okay.
Go on.
So, so they showed off, I think, what is going to be the ideal use of AI in the future. And the same way, let me take you back for a second. When the S-Class Mercedes came out in 2020, when it was announced in 2020, came out in 2021, the thing that was the selling point that was ridiculous was how it was so good at automation, at level 3 self-driving, which is the level that Tesla and everybody is at. And they found a way to make it so simple and so perfect to be used in certain ways. For example, there's parking lots in Germany that you just pull up to the parking lot, get out of the car, and you just press a button, the car will go park itself without you having to do anything.
Because it has sensors that...
Exactly.
Okay.
It has everything. It knows how to read. The streets are prepped. Everything's prepped for it. And what Google did was equivalent of that, showing you how you're going to be using AI in every day that's going to be more helpful for you.
Okay.
That was like to sum up exactly what they were talking about for a few things. So what did they announce? They announced Gmail help me write.
That is dope.
Which is
amazing.
That is a
useful.
personal assistant. على طول.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So what it is basically is that you have a little magic bar. You click on it, and then you write, for example, write an email of resigning from my job, for example, and it will give you something that looks similar to what
it'll give you a
want.
draft basically of this email, and you can just take that and build on it, enhance it, drop some of it, or just use it.
Perfect.
And so basically,
But the more interesting part of it is when you reply to an email and you just tap that button and say whatever you want, and it will start pulling data from the email it's replying to make it like
to populate basically.
like the demo they showed. Cancel my flight.
A response. So there was a demo. We saw a demo, and somebody got his flight canceled, and they got a voucher. So he's like, I don't want a voucher. Give me a full refund. And they actually showed you. He put that prompt in, and they showed you the draft of the email where no, I don't want.
He asked, can you make a draft where I...
This scares me.
Yeah.
Why does it scare you?
It scares me because it's making my life so much easier. Yes, it's convenient.
Yeah.
But although it's putting words in people's mouths.
Yeah, but you're agreeing to them when you press send. By the way, everybody's been doing that on ChatGPT.
Yes.
Exactly.
This is why they added the feature.
It's not,
And even before, you've been doing that on spell check.
That's true.
spell check.
Grammarly.
Yeah,
Grammarly, yes.
Grammarly.
Do people actually use Grammarly?
Yes.
People do.
That's why it's
Yeah.
popular, bro.
Like, yeah, people do.
Yes,
use Grammarly.
you assume.
I just assume that it's
you
just a thing.
assume. You
I
assume.
assume.
people-
I assume.
You assume a lot of things, Shamsi.
I assume you have a thesaurus on like your bookmarks, Shamsi.
I actually do.
See?
I have an app.
And you use it for emails, I assume,
have,
also.
I have an app.
See?
Yeah, but again,
So you're already using tools to help you draft better emails.
fair.
Next.
This is just
Go on.
streamlining it.
No,
Keep going.
go on.
Google Maps, the Google Immersive View.
That's cool.
What I like about that one is the fact that it can give you an insight to how the streets are going to look like in 3-4 hours from now. if it's going to be heavy traffic or whatever it is.
So
I think it's a feature that we're all going to say, "Oh my god, this is awesome!" That we're
the
never
3D
gonna
view. Yeah.
So
Yes.
basically, what it is, it gives you a 3D view of your trip or of your journey in specific selected cities. I think there's 15 cities at launch.
Yeah, 15 or 18.
So-
I
yeah.
believe the Google AI will tell you it's lonely in these streets.
Yeah.
yeah.
And then it helps you visualize to know where you're going, just in case in fetch I'm in somewhere different. Okay, this is not the street I'm supposed to be on.
It also looks kind of very clear where the turn is. Because if you're using Google while you're driving, this is the first time you drive with Google Maps.
Yeah.
You don't know if it's this turn or the turn after because you don't know how fast you're moving.
Yeah, but now I think they're using it because the same way they showcased it, as in, okay, you want to go
a
for
cool
a
feature.
bike ride, you want to look at a new route before you commit to it, and that's the only reason you're going to use it, please. But is it practical? It's not practical whatsoever. But it's a gimmicky, fun feature.
I think I like the one that's after that, which
Google Photos.
Google Photo. Google
Yeah, the
Photos
magic eraser.
is scary. So,
Yes.
So what exactly it does? It completes pictures. So if you have again the example they showed of a picture
It
with
says no, it's
doesn't
not
complete.
completing pictures. It's helping you edit pictures. So, for example, if let's say you have a picture of a half a watermelon, and then you move it to the right of the picture, it would complete the rest of the watermelon for you.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, that's what it does.
So again, it brings me back to the point: what is real at this point?
What is a photo? That's what Marcus
Hey,
Brownlee
what
posted.
is
a
real?
photo.
And
Yes.
again, these features are things that you could have done with Photoshop a long time ago, but
Yes.
it requires time and effort for you to actually do that.
And now I put it in your phone for you to not need to that time and effort.
So-
you can move the picture, you can move the frame, you can change the color of the sky, you can add clouds, you can change the lighting of the scene. You can do so much of
can
one
remove
photo.
items.
You can remove items.
Yeah.
So this brings us back to
This is the right way to implement AI into software.
again. I think this brings us back to
True.
something that we've talked about a couple of times. Nothing is real anymore, guys. Nothing
Yeah.
is real.
Nothing has been real
Okay.
for a while.
The term catfish has been around for a reason.
Yeah, no, but bro, I'm listening to Michael Jackson rap Biggie songs now. I don't want to listen to Michael Jackson rap Biggie songs. You know,
Did you
I've
listen to the
listened
Ahmed Mohsen Drake track?
Yes.
Woo, that was crazy. That was fire.
P-P-O-P-O.
Hey,
Wait, was that Khalifa Santo, was it?
yes, it
Okay.
was.
We were talking
I've-
about a couple
No,
of
but-
I've listened to SpongeBob cover Tyler the Creator songs. Yeah.
No, but again-
that's
And
on
it's
brand.
fire.
That's on brand. Yeah, I
It's
like
fire.
that.
I'm putting this يعني من جد يعني at this point whatever photo I get there's always going to be a thought in my head. You know, how real is this?
There's
No.
always a thought in your head, yeah, Shamsi.
No, right now it's not always that accessible to
He
people.
didn't get it, yeah, Badil.
Again,
He didn't get
it's
it.
not always that accessible.
The
you know.
thought?
The thought?
The fact everything is real.
Isn't the definition of a thought that she's accessible?
Not always.
Now he might get it.
Not always. You know.
Hint number 2.
Unfortunately, not always.
Yes. Anyway.
His credit card was declined.
Anyway, moving on.
I'm disappointed in the fact that reality is changing.
Okay.
I'm being cranky.
You were
here.
the one who was siding with companies using AI for writing films. Anyway, different topics. Anyway, let's move forward.
That's
Let's move-
creativity.
Kiss my ass.
This is reality. This is reality.
Yeah. Anyway,
I believe-
it shows how creative you are.
Oh, definitely.
None.
None.
Whatsoever.
Zero. Ayo.
Anyway, Bard. We mentioned Bard last episode, but I don't think you guys paid attention to it. I think you guys just mentioned.
No, but this is what we're talking about right now, isn't it? Bard? Isn't
No,
these are all
none of this have to do with Bard.
Okay.
There's all with different applications.
Okay.
Now you get to Bard.
Okay.
So Bard basically is what ChatGPT was supposed to be. This is where Google came in and said, you know what, we're going to take a little leap forward and tell you that we're still the place that you want to be
For computers.
for computers.
Yeah, we're going to take ChatGPT and put a little stank on it.
Okay? Not only can do everything that it can do, not only Google will tell you, yo, this might be inaccurate. It will tell you everything. But it's easy to use. It's on Google search. So you're already on Google search anyway. No one's going to fucking Bing, right? And it has everything ready for you. On top of that, they added Adobe Firefly. Do you know Adobe Firefly?
What is Adobe Firefly?
No.
So do you remember DALL-E, the OpenAI application? Image creator?
Yeah.
Now that's embedded into Bard. So
Bard.
you can tell
Yeah, I
Bard.
remember. Yeah, that's one of the things we talked about.
didn't talk about it.
Using images as
Yeah, but
prompts.
just using Adobe Firefly.
Okay.
So now you can say, I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it will do
That is
everything for
dope.
you.
Okay.
So
You
can
can't
search-
find the image you want on Google search. Create the image you want on Google
Exactly.
search.
Okay.
That is dope.
That's a great way
That
of
is-
implementing AI into applications.
Well, I think برضو the idea of,
Because the idea was supposed to be, it should make your life easier, isn't
Yeah.
it?
No, but again, the implementation that they had with the Google Map, with the, not the maps, with the Gmail, with the Gmail, that's I think a big part of it as well, and the fact that you can use it in messaging as well, that's the other part of it.
We'll get to messaging. Also, again, so we said Google Maps, we said Google Images, Google Photos. We talked about Bard, which is Google Searches. You also have their new messaging service, Google RCS, which is like basically WhatsApp.
Which is a new messaging format, basically, for people started messaging with SMS. Then something happened called MMS. And this is something that's a new
They're
level.
trying to merge both of them into one, and they're literally giving you WhatsApp. It's literally iMessage if you have iPhone. If you use iMessage, it's the same thing. The only difference is they're making it accessible for all companies.
Okay, so again,
for WhatsApp,
creating a new technology standard everybody can use. Just regular Google domination things.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
That's basically what Google does. It comes in, it says, we will do it better than everybody else.
But with the messages, they have Magic Compose. Now, that was interesting. Where if someone's asking you a question, you're replying to them, you can say, like, I don't know, do you want to go have dinner, like the demo that they had? And you get to choose the style of how you want to sound.
Give me excited responses.
Give me Shakespeare.
Sad responses.
Chill.
Chill responses.
Lyrical.
Yeah. So
make it lyrical.
So this brings me back to the idea of, what is real anymore? This is not you talking. This is the computer talking to me. When you give me Shakespeare, this is not you being original and witty and creative. No, you're just pressing a button.
AI is replacing your witty and creative ways, which is
yes, it is actually
so sad.
I'm disappointed.
You can't throw the Shakespeare lines anymore.
Again, Annie, you look. If you take a step back, it's just helping you communicate.
Exactly. We've done this conversation 100 times. Let's move forward with this. All right. They have something called Google Starline.
Okay.
This wasn't announced in the I/O. I saw this at
is this the Gmail for Mars?
What?
No.
Comedy is not your thing. Creativity is not your thing.
On,
pronunciations. I can't even pronounce it right now.
He's infected you.
Anyway, listen. So Starline was actually very interesting. It's not going to be out yet, but what it's going to be in the future is ridiculous. So basically, think it's like a 45-inch screen, 42-inch screen.
Okay.
Right. It has speakers on the side and a bunch of sensor cameras and shit like that. Right.
Okay.
And all of them are looking at you.
Oh, shit.
And so you sit in front of this, you turn it on, and Shamsi is in whatever place in the world, and you have the same system.
Okay.
Automatically, the background will become white.
Okay.
Right? And you see the person in front of you as if, when you want to act like you're on TV when you were a kid and you put a cardboard box and then you start acting inside it, but you can reach out. You see the person reaching out as if you can really touch them.
What?
So if they're showing you a product, he can go like this and you see the 3D rendering of the whole product.
Is it like a curved screen?
No. It's a flat screen.
Okay.
Because of all the sensors all around.
Exactly.
It senses where you're looking and adjusts
it
the
uses
image.
AI to understand where you are.
Dude,
heat
that's
sensors
witchcraft.
and everything.
That's magic.
That
And
is
so
witchcraft.
the person in front of you looks like he's really, really in front of you. Even their facial, everything. It looks like this person is actually in front of you. It's just sitting in a box.
You can't slap them though.
No, you can't.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Try
this sounds like
That's what
Minority
five
Report
point-
level of advertising.
But that's the thing. It's not for advertising though.
No, but
you have to be centered still in that. I think this is gonna be all corporate.
Is it going to be like a payphone kind of thing?
No. I think this is gonna be a corporate thing. I think it's gonna be a corporate thing. They might one day make it small enough and cheap enough for people to do it at home.
Bro, imagine it
Makes
as
sense.
a billboard. Just imagine as a billboard.
They're kind of already doing it with the 3D billboard.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Imagine
but this is
That's completely different.
street level
I see
billboard.
Shamsi as Shamsi. I don't see him as Shamsi inside a TV. I feel like I'm actually like you're in front of me. When you reach out, I feel like I can touch your hand.
Yeah, I get
In
it.
scale.
I get what you're saying. It's like a portal in a sense. It's like you feel like a magic mirror kind of thing. You can,
And no matter what is behind you, it will turn it blank white.
so very, very Saruman, Lord of the Rings.
Okay, I
basically.
don't know who that is.
No,
I haven't met him.
It's another way.
No one related.
It's like you know when people thought video calls were gonna be a thing.
Yes, they
And-
are.
No,
It's
no,
on FaceTime.
no. Back when you had like cameras on telephones, actual
Okay.
telephones. Now you're taking this to another level in the sense that you're kind of really bringing that sense of wonder to life.
But if I have to be standing still in one area just to do that, it doesn't make sense.
exactly. But
That's why I
now-
think corporate, whatever, it'd be perfect.
Now the fact that you're giving me something that can actually move with me.
No, this doesn't move. Okay, again, even if you're moving it with you, you need to have it sitting still. when you're using it. You can't just walk around while you're using
I
it.
think it's a cool technology.
But what's the benefits over like FaceTime or
And that's what I'm saying.
It's really, really cool, Turks.
that's it?
In terms of corporate,
It's prettier to look at.
Two realies.
in terms of corporate, it's really, really good. If you're showing products, you're showing things, it's good to have a sense of what's in front of you. Have a good idea. Anyway, I thought that was amazing.
It's a more immersive FaceTime.
There you go. But speaking of Bard, let me get back to Bard for one quick second. I asked Bard, what is Pasta Kabsa?
Hello.
What is Pasta Kabsa?
Yes.
I think that's a great question, Adil. Good job on actually thinking of it.
So
on
you
your-
had some time on your
on
hands.
your own, you know.
You had some
Let's
time on
see
your
what
hands.
the AI.
Jay.
Let's
Shout
see
out
what
to
the AIs think of us.
Jay was angry. Hey, that's that. Yeah, I better leave me the fuck alone now.
Exactly. فكري.
Anyway, I'm going to tell you what it said because this is stupid, bro.
But we're talking to Bard here, not the advanced smart AI, which is ChatGPT.
So you're talking down to
I
Bard
think-
now?
I think they're both equal by now. Yes.
We don't discriminate against AIs.
I do.
and you hate them.
بالأصلي.
Anyway, Pasta Kabsa is a podcast hosted by 3 Saudi Arabian friends.
Friends?
Wrong already.
It gets worse.
Exactly. Yes, they discounted you.
It gets worse. Fahad al-Shamsi,
Oh.
Abd Aziz al-Ghamdi,
Oh,
and
okay.
Umar Shalhoub.
Hello, أهلا وسهلا. New name. New name, who this?
The podcast is a weekly discussion of news, trends, pop culture, relationships, and music.
Bro, I don't think we have a Fahad al-Shamsi. Okay.
Could I read?
Create
Yo,
it-
yo.
Could I
create a new
read? Could I
person.
read?
Tangent حقك هناك.
Okay.
Whatever ريال. Anyway, news, trends, pop culture, relationships, and music. The hosts are known for their candid and unfiltered discussions, and they often tackle controversial topics. The name of the podcast comes from the traditional Saudi Arabian dish kabsa. Kabsa is a rice dish that is often served with meat,
Yes.
vegetables, and spices. The dish is typically served in a large pot. It is customary for everyone to share from the same pot. This sharing of food is symbolic of the Saudi Arabian culture of hospitality and generosity.
There we go. He gets it. He gets it.
We're not
This
done.
is very much
Okay.
Tony energy.
What's Oni?
Tony, yeah.
Tony. Okay.
هيك عندنا بيتش وهذا هيدا الانسايت تبعنا.
ايه هم بيحبوا الكبسة والكبسة بتاع hospitality.
Let me finish. The name Pasta Kabsa reflects the host's desire to create a space where people can come together and share their thoughts and ideas. The hosts hope that their podcast will help to break down barriers and create a more understanding and inclusive society. Pasta Kabsa has been praised for its authenticity and its willingness to tackle difficult topics. The podcast has also been credited with helping to introduce Saudi Arabian culture to the wider audience. That's actually true. If you are interested in learning more about Saudi Arabian culture, or if you are simply looking for a well-produced and thought-provoking podcast, then I highly recommend checking out Pasta Kabsa.
Fuck yes, Google. Fuck yes.
be
I
honest-
support this message, Google.
Sounds like Arab news, to be honest.
It sounds like someone jumped on Jasmine's
Right?
article
Right?
and just literally copied the thing.
So it's using the correct references,
There
you know.
go.
This fits into what we were talking about. It's just gonna get information and put it together.
95% صح.
But then again, I end up with a name like Umar.
Exactly. 95% confidence in this information. Okay, there is 5% that was off.
في حرف الراء في الموضوع.
Statistically relevant, you know that. يعني, you know this.
I thought that was very interesting.
That's actually
Very.
pretty good.
Yeah,
يعني,
Wallah, quite
It's-
relevant information.
yeah. Except for the names, I tried to tell her, yo, the names are wrong, and it's like, yo, I'm like, I don't know who these are.
it's not
I
important.
don't give a shit about that.
Boy, I don't give a shit.
Exactly. So this is Google telling you
The app closes.
you are people. I don't matter. It doesn't matter what people you are, but you are people.
I guess signed out of Google. App closes.
أهم شيء they got a Ghamdi as a Shamsi and the Shalhoub. Yes. Yes, خلاص. Doesn't matter which one.
And I do not exist. So it's accurate. in
Well,
that.
see, so it's on point. It's three friends.
It's on brand.
You're not our friend. Number one is
I'm nobody's friend.
that's what the AI is telling you.
Alhamdulillah.
Oh, here's the thing: it says view other drafts. Oh my bad. I just remembered it was a picture.
That's crazy.
It was a screenshot.
It took
I had a screenshot.
Ah, used to.
It took another
Hold on,
shot.
I have it somewhere. I know where it is.
Bro, but how accurate would we say that is? That's like Majid, 95%.
Yeah. It just like it raped the names real quick.
Hey, بس الباقي okay.
But it's like, yo, the thing is, like, I wish it showed me sources.
To show you
That's the thing.
pictures.
Does it? Because
thing
I know
is-
that with the ChatGPT, you can kind of.
The thing is, there was
Ask
an
it for
angry dragon in the room, so I couldn't.
Ah,
think
you couldn't. Yeah, but then,
so I had to be careful.
There's fire being spewed.
Exactly.
Okay.
And I don't want to be in the line of fire.
Okay.
I saw Melly get whooped around.
Not today. Dragon, not today.
Anyway, on to other news.
Well, but thank you, Google,
On
for
to other
actually
news.
accurately depicting us. Except for
Did you hear about the
Thank you for
Almi
Jasmine
announcement?
for doing the article. Else Google never
Amen.
even know who the
also,
fuck we are.
also that. Also
Thank you,
that.
Jasmine.
Past the who? that would be it without the article. Yeah.
Allah. Anyway, you were saying?
Do you guys hear about the Ilmi Center?
What's the Ilmi Center?
Ilmi Center of Science and Technology, created by Princess Sarah bint Mashhoor, incubated and supported by MISC.
Okay.
It's going to open in 2025
Ooh.
in the MBS nonprofit city,
Okay.
Which is
it's
Miss City.
Miss
Yeah.
City, and guess the size of the property.
This is what, when you said 2025, I'm like, okay, this is going to be big.
27,000 square meters.
Yo.
For reference,
that's
you
huge.
non-architects,
Yeah,
you
that's
football. I know you understand football.
Is that مطارين?
Oh, no.
No, one
Way.
football pitch is 7,000 kilometers.
Exactly.
Okay. So that's
So
7 football
27.
pitches. Okay.
And
That's
it's going to be basically, it's going to focus on
7,000 meters squared, not kilometers. Yeah, deep. Yeah,
What?
architect.
ما عليك
1,000.
مركز
You said
1,000
7,000
kilometers.
You said 7,000
No, it's one of them,
kilometers.
but they cancel each other out. Sorry. They cancel each other out. Man.
That sounds of a country.
7,000.
I hope you don't have that same ethic when you do a project. في 7 في الموضوع
2 centimeter.
في متر.
Yeah, go for it.
عدد conversion سريع يعني.
That's actually something that a lot of architects struggle with. Yes.
I asked for
Thank
5
you,
meters.
America, for that.
5 millimeters. No, 5 meters.
That draft life is hard.
There's a whole lot of
Still a
between
lot
M
of
and MM. That's the issue.
Okay, so 20,000.
Yeah.
That's huge.
27,000.
So Ilmi is
27,000.
what is Ilmi exactly?
It's a, as we said, Center of Science and Technology.
Okay.
That's going to be focusing on like the
Science technology.
stream subjects, basically, like the science, technology. Help me spell here: reading,
Okay.
engineering, art, and mathematics.
Physics. Okay.
That's in science.
Boy said
In it.
reading.
And it is.
Yeah, it is.
So is engineering, but okay.
It's going to be focusing on 3 core themes: our world, ourselves, and our inventions.
Yeah.
So it sounds like it's not it's like a science museum.
In addition,
in a
it
sense.
will focus on issues including space, ecosystems, and AI. It's more like a
science museum.
A science museum that's going to give out courses
Educational material.
or exactly. Yes.
What was it? واحة العلوم. Remember واحة العلوم?
Ooh,
Yeah. Okay, so we had this thing about do it called واحة العلوم, right? Which
I'm
is
definitely paying attention.
okay, which is a place I used to go to, and it shows you how physics works by actual experiments.
It's basically been it's propped up by field trips.
Yeah.
True.
I
Yes.
want to remind you guys that I grew up in the States, so
Yeah.
I know that very, very well.
Yeah, so
and it's also propped up by field trips.
Exactly.
exactly.
No, but
It is a
this-
science museum. It
this-
exists all around the world.
This, but this sounds amazing. Honestly, This sounds amazing. You're
It
telling
is.
Me
It
it's,
is.
It's something that has multiple different streams of interest: space, engineering.
See,
And you don't
every
have to-
time I hear about it, I'm like, okay, there's already several examples. But when you tell me 27,000 square meters,
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
huge.
yo, that's
It
going to
is.
be big, bro.
And we're not talking about field trips. We're talking about school trips.
Talking about, bro, 27,000 هذا حي.
Hey, تشيل مدرسة كاملة تجيبها.
شي مدارس
Yeah.
مو مدرسة.
لا بس إنه
You have no idea for size.
إيه exactly.
Okay. المدرسة يمجي يمكن 1000.
ما تجيب فصل.
27 schools.
إيه لا بقول لك ما تجيب فصل، تجيب المدرسة كاملة يعني دفعة كاملة مرة واحدة.
That's true. That's true.
You don't have to wait till 2025 because this summer they will launch a digital platform
Nice.
combined with a series of pop-ups where you can go and experience.
Immersive experiences. And
Exactly. It's
Very-
going to be targeted to youth, families, parents.
Very cool.
That
So
sounds
you're going to
amazing.
have something for the entire
So
family.
inspiring the next generation of scientists, basically.
Exactly.
That's amazing, honestly. I mean, that's something we do. I would love to go experience. Forget my kids.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
Who
good
needs
for
to be married? Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, tomorrow, actually, by the time everybody's listening to this, it already happened. Then there's no point of telling y'all.
Yeah,
so
but thank you. But do share it. Feel free to share.
it's going to be Saudi going to space.
Oh yes, we talked about this last
Isn't it today?
week.
No, it's tomorrow.
Tomorrow's the actual official
Yeah.
launch.
It's the 21st of May. I don't know exactly what time is it going to be.
I love how there's a lot of communication around it, basically, just to let people know that this is actually happening, to kind of catch people up on.
They have a countdown every day.
Yeah, catch people up on the program itself. What the astronauts had to go through in terms of
Exactly.
training, all of that.
Everybody follow saudispace.sa.
Yeah.
You know, like seriously, support local. What are you talking
Support space and Saudis and
you-
space.
Stop.
Since we're on the subject of science,
Yeah.
okay, just to show you how many like smart people we have in this country. disregarding like the three of the four of us.
احنا طلاب بترول. We already have an idea.
Yeah, صح. Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Saudi science.
Continue.
Unconscious routine reaction. Unthought of.
In the
Continue.
International Science and Engineering Fair, Saudi won 27 prizes.
Whoa.
23 of them major and 4 special, which takes our total Saudi to 133 awards
Over how long?
since 2007.
That's amazing.
That's pretty
Ah,
good. This past
yes,
15
it
years.
is.
16 years.
We got 2 first place, 7 second place, 7 third place, 7 fourth place awards.
Okay, first off, we've always been killing it in these fields,
صح?
but we never had the chance.
We're not the right representation for this.
Not us.
conference.
Not us. We're talking about the country.
We the Saudis.
Yeah, the country itself. We've always had people who are really, really super smart.
Yes.
But we didn't have the channels for them to go and show it off and compete abroad. But over the last couple of years, we've been competing more abroad, and we're seeing more results.
And not just that, we've been seeing these really smart people actually coming into Saudi industries and developing them from within.
Yeah, but not only that, it gives you the confidence. It gives you a confidence saying that if I'm going to bet on people moving something forward, I already have the people who are very competitive that can compete on the world stage, so I can fund it locally.
Need I remind you, Adil,
Please do.
the Canadian medical system is very much reliant on Saudi medical doctors.
That's actually true.
True.
That's actually true.
It
Yeah.
is. Yeah.
We're all up in that.
And that's just one example of one country and one field and one industry.
Can I give you the title of the first place projects?
Please
Go
do.
ahead.
Do.
Metal Organic Framework Based Electro Catalysts.
That's an anime. That's an anime.
For a high efficiency and low cost sewer hydrogen production.
This is how I know they're fucking scientists.
What?
Not even a marketing man in sight.
Whatsoever.
Man,
Nothing
this,
back
this
about-
is straightforwardly what it
Facts.
is.
No one came and said, oh,
Yes.
it's called maglima. They give you the breakdown.
I was trying to follow along.
That's
with
just one of the first place. The other one is
That's awesome.
using a contact liquid to capture CO2 found in fuel
Yo.
and air through a highly
Why'd you
efficient.
inhale?
Dude, I couldn't do the whole title in one breath. I
Keep
couldn't.
going, keep going.
And low cost freezing methods, dude.
That is amazing.
Contact liquid. Do you know what a contact liquid is?
By the
I know
time
what
I get to the end of the title, I forgot what the first.
It's a liquid that makes contact.
Stop.
See, this is why you're not in science fair.
This is why you flunked.
I did not flunk. I chose to leave willingly.
You took a hint, basically.
Yo, he literally called you and said, you either change majors or we're kicking you out.
Wasn't
أنا
he?
بشيل كرامتي
Oh,
وأطلع.
sure. Okay, all right.
It.
Anyway, actually, it makes me very proud knowing the next generation has
Really,
so much
really
available
does.
for
I
them.
came up
Has so much potential.
as a marketing man. I came up with a name for the first one,
What is it?
the ERT.
All right.
See, that's why you're not there either. Shout out to Mohiba and MOE.
Shout out to
Yes,
all
exactly.
of these people winning all of these
I want
awards,
you to know.
honestly.
Ayman,
Bayati.
Faisal, Muhammad.
Habibi, I love you too.
Astaghfirullah.
Okay.
Yeah, shout out to everybody that was
We're
involved.
praising the winners here.
يستاهلون.
Yes.
All right. Anything else?
Be like them. Be winners.
Don't be
Guys.
like Shamsi.
I mean, I'm also a winner.
Are you though?
Actually, you know what? I'm not. I take that back. I am not a winner. I am not a winner. Yeah.
That was a good laugh, Adil. You didn't laugh like that for a while.
So good. So good.
Because there's
So good.
sub context. You know.
Allah, so good.
صعوبة يا بعدين مصعوبة. والله مصعوبة.
تكفى.
تكفى.
سامحني. Anything else in the news?
Want to talk tourism?
Yes. There was
Saudi
something else.
Arabia has shot up 16 places to 13th on the latest UN World Tourism Organization ranking.
Nice.
All right.
According
I think
to,
we established in this podcast that no one can read.
I can't read.
Okay.
That's why I have a big ass iPad in front of me and I'm barely keeping up.
This is zoomed in word for word.
Marra. I had to like, scroll down for
Yes.
each one.
I think
شايف يا رجال.
I think the font setting on Turk's iPad is Grandpa.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
So this
I
basically.
wanted the big keyboard, but they couldn't.
So the Ministry of Tourism said, this was on Saudi Panther. If you don't know who Saudi Panther is, it's more legit than most news.
True.
Oh, my bad. Jazz was here. My bad. I said most. I didn't say all.
Yeah,
I said most.
And they do keep it trending and topical.
It said that we had 73.1 million
Over the past.
9 months.
Ooh.
حطوه في ثلاجة.
72
I
million.
hate you for that stupid joke.
That's more than double
The first
amount
9
people
months
that
of
we have.
2022 is 73.1 million. Local tourists was 62.6 million.
Whoa.
Yes, that was ridiculous, huh?
Okay.
International tourists 10.5 million. They spent 133.3 billion riyal
Nice.
over that time. The most أكثر سياح لجانب الكويت 1.56 million.
Interesting.
I told you, bro. I see Kuwait license plates everywhere. It makes me so fucking happy.
Okay.
And Bahrain is too. Bahrain, I'm used to it because I used to live in Sharqiyya and we see them all the time. They're like our, they're our family. They're like neighbors.
But Kuwait, I feel like a big part of it is the fact that there's a lot of
Activities.
intermarriage as well.
No,
between Saudi
you
and
have more
Kuwaitis.
activities. You offer more activities and you're closer to driving than Dubai.
Okay.
Yeah, if you like account for the intermarriage, it's very minor. To
1.5 million Kuwaitis is a lot, bro.
Exactly.
I know.
Not all of them are married to Saudis.
That's the
visits.
Yeah.
That's Kuwait coming in, but
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
actually Kuwait, yes.
that's Kuwait.
Half of Kuwait.
Shiftat, yeah, basically.
خلاص
We've seen
امسك
this before.
Yeah.
امسك وانا جاي.
No, but again, yani, this speaks
Oh,
to.
I just got it.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate you, Harry.
I'm trying to go fast.
Y'all are slow.
I just got
Y'all are slow. Y'all are slow.
No.
We love our brothers and sisters in Kuwait.
But again, that
It's
speaks.
midnight.
That speaks to the growth that we've actually put into developing this tourism ecosystem that we have.
Because I live next to the boulevard, right?
And you see all
I
of
see
them.
all of that.
Yes.
And you hear
know?
it every day.
And I hear it every day.
Yeah.
And the beautiful thing that I've noticed, like especially last year, what I've noticed more than ever before was Al Kuwait. Shout out to them. Al Emirat. So many Abu Dhabi and Dubai license plates.
Yes,
Qatar
of course.
and Bahrain, as always. Bahrain's always been down with us.
Oman.
Oman was a shock for me.
Though Oman, you kind of notice it because they kind of stick out with the headgear.
No, the license plate is yellow. All right,
No, like-
that's how I catch it.
Yeah, no.
I'm talking about cars while driving.
We're talking about generally the fact that you do have a lot of intermixing coming into the country and from people that are close by, and the fact that you are developing all of these different offerings across the country. Yani, a lot of these people that are coming here, they're coming to see the boulevard for the first time.
Yes.
So a lot of them are coming to
Dar'iyah.
go to Jeddah, and enjoy the Formula One.
Hassa also.
Will go to Mecca for
Yeah, but
Umrah.
those are specific events. But we're talking about tourism in 9 months. Boulevard, Riyadh overall.
Yeah.
Because all the events was happening in Riyadh. You had so many concerts happening, so many events. We had circus, we had Middle East. We had so much happening in just like a couple of months. And having that many people come into the country to just experience that is amazing.
True.
Even though you didn't feel it.
I mean, sometimes you felt it. Depends on where you
No,
ended up.
you felt the traffic.
Yeah, exactly.
But you didn't feel like there was a lot of tourists because all of us are actually out and about.
Again, it shows you how well we have developed this infrastructure within
In
this
5
country.
years.
Yeah,
And we're not even done.
exactly.
None of the big
And
projects are even done.
You don't even think, when you look at Riyadh, do you think Riyadh has enough hotels? It doesn't.
Oh, hell no.
We all, yeah.
hell no.
You don't know Riyadh hotels, by the way, but there's a hotel in every single
I know,
port.
But that's the thing.
You
The-
still
the-
feel like you need more.
There's so many
Yeah.
hotels, but I agree with Shamsi. I experienced it last Eid, not this one, last year. Bro, my family came down. I was trying to book them hotels.
Yeah,
I
it gets
could-
filled, bro.
Everything's full.
The only thing I found was a suite nearby me. I was like, yo, give me the whole fucking suite. I don't care.
Yeah.
Give me. Actually, I took 2 just to be careful.
But again, Yani, you're still on that path of progress, and this has been what, 5 years since
Yeah.
we've actually started. And by the end of the year, we're gonna have the Red Sea project open up in
That's going to be dope.
in Thuwal and Umluj and all that area. And for me, that's going to be elevating our tourism game to that too.
Oh,
another
definitely,
level.
definitely.
But I think the Red Sea, all of that it's gonna create things for specific customers.
True, but it's
So-
unlocking a different. Yani, as much as people come to Saudi today, they come not. I'm not going to say they don't come for the sea, but the sea hasn't been developed like a lot of different sectors have been developed in Saudi. But now we actually have those world-class global resorts that are developed in a sustainable way, that are offering beautiful, virgin, untouched islands that are, have all of these luxury amenities that you want, all of the water sport activity. It's just that whole thing as a structure itself, I think, is
Not only that.
unlocking a different gear in our tourism game.
Not only that, you're also experiencing the Red Sea.
True. Very true.
How many people are actually experiencing the Red Sea other than Sharm el-Sheikh?
Yeah, here,
many.
people
Yeah.
who live in Egypt or people who visited Egypt have generally, enjoyed that. But again, we're opening up a whole coast, basically.
If
of
you
the Red
grow the Red Sea project into like a smaller version of the offering that you get in Dubai,
It's a bigger version.
No.
Yeah.
This is what I'm saying here.
Mm.
If you're giving all the offerings of why tourists come to Dubai
Oh, okay.
into that area,
Mm.
and all the tourists that are coming in and then they see the Red Sea and experience the Red Sea, that's going to be a game changer.
That's what
True.
I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying.
different
It's
beast.
unlocking.
Exactly. I'll take that extra
Yeah.
2-hour flight to the right
Yeah.
in order for me to experience
And
that.
wait a
beautiful Red
minute,
Sea.
I get to have all of these different, opportunities and options within the span of 1 hour or 2 hours
Exactly.
across the coast. But I'm gonna, in terms of me thinking of wanting to go to the beach, خلاص, let's see. Why would I go anywhere else?
Yes, as the song go. Let's go to the beach. Beach.
What? I don't know what song is
It's
this.
it's a Nicki Minaj song.
Oh, okay.
Is it?
Okay.
I think so.
Okay.
I think so.
Thank you for sharing
Why do you know
your
this, man?
unparalleled musical,
It's awful, but
taste.
it's awful in a very much my own type of way. It's awful
Alright,
for
yeah.
me.
So, that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Church, anything else?
Are we done?
Want to talk about the Venice Biennale?
Real quick. Should we? Okay.
The Saudi Pavilion opened up a couple of days ago. Commissioned by MOC's Architecture and Design Commission, curated by Basma and Noura Bozo, presented by architect Al-Bara
Did it open?
Simon Dar. What?
Did it open yet?
Yes, it did.
When?
On the 20th.
Oh, okay. So today.
Actually, no, the opening was yesterday or 2 days ago.
All right, let's wait for the pictures because I'm really excited for that one.
The pictures are amazing.
Really?
I don't know if you
saw it?
seen it. It is.
Oh, I need to see
Beautiful.
those.
It is. The installation is called Earth
Homework for us then.
Legacy, and examines the relationship between material and immaterial, evokes the past and future of the kingdom by using 3D printed architectural cladding tiles from, guess what?
What?
Earth.
Earth?
Earth.
As it's called, Earth as in legacy.
Welcome to Earth.
But it's like the prominent building material we have in Saudi here. So you have like 4, if I'm not mistaken, or like I think it's 4 arched columns
Okay.
where it's all wood on the inside with support systems for the cladding, the 3D printed cladding, where they're inviting anyone to basically put up the
Okay.
cladding and participate in
You
it.
cannot tell me that. I have to fucking see this.
It is beautiful.
An
Look at this,
architect
look at
trying
this,
to
look
describe
at this.
it.
I know. I need to
He's
see
gonna
it.
go into the detail.
Is it on Biennale SA?
Look at this. Saudi Pavilion.
Saudi Pavilion? I need
On
to check it
Instagram.
out.
Sure.
It is absolutely gorgeous.
Ooh.
It also includes
I saw the picture, but I want to see it on my phone right here because that
3D
looks
printed column.
Yo, that is
illuminated
wild.
column.
Yo, that is beautiful.
It is worth a trip. It is worth a trip, definitely.
Venice?
Sure.
Venice.
Yalla.
Yalla, قدام.
Located at the Arsenale,
Meta season.
not your second place Premier League team.
It's the Venice Arsenal. It's the place.
Why aren't you there? What? That's
Oh.
And we're all better for it.
You're an idiot. Anyway,
What else?
shout out to Saudi Pavilion.
amen.
Anything else? Are we out?
Easies. I think we're good.
Yeah.
Hashtag.
I'm gonna listen. I'm
wait.
gonna let you read this and figure out if you want to talk about it or not.
Very
But
informative.
Turks, into
Light
you
on
should
the
be
bullshit.
going to Venice right before us, no?
No, I switched my flight.
Okay.
Changed the whole plan. I'll tell you about it later. Don't worry.
Allah said, Turks, did this was this out? The people are talking about it?
I don't know if people are talking about it, but it's on TV.
It's on TV?
It's on TV and it's weird. I'm just letting you know.
Well,
Let's figure it out and we'll talk about it next time. 'Cause
Yes, I'm gonna tell you what Turks wrote. Okay, this is for next week.
Help.
Maybe we get to it. Oh my bad. What did I press? All right. He said blackface on Kuwaiti show.
So Kuwaiti shows, basically.
Basically,
No, it is weird.
is it called Midh
weird.
Samra?
Yes.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see that.
It tackles the issues
Well,
of
let's
black
end
communities in Saudi, but
I know. Yeah, let's watch it
Blackface.
before.
Let's-
Blackface.
let's go.
actual blackface.
Wow,
Let's go check that out first.
Please.
I know you would. Anyway,
Let's try and get to the truth here.
Sure.
I was gonna say something, but like
Or reminisce. Anyway, shout out to us, to the listeners. Shout out to the viewers. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate every single one of y'all. We'll see y'all next week. Next week we have to be out. Yes,
We'll discuss.
Yeah, we'll discuss.
Yeah.
No, we're gonna have a podcast. We're gonna have an episode. So we miss y'all. We have no friends. Come on, y'all. Please.
We love y'all.
So don't
I
leave
double
us.
have no friends.
Don't leave us. We meet once a week just so we can do this for y'all.
And
we hate
now
each other.
we want to go dinner.
Anyway, we out.
We out.
Peace.
Peace.